think you really spruce up the office, Miss Philodendron. Oh, I'm gonna call you Phyllis. Don't you look good, Phyllis? Come in. Come in.
Were you just talking to someone?
No. Why?
Starlight, I have something very important to discuss with you.
If this is about leaving early yesterday, I didn't have any students on my schedule, and Trixie was having a magical emergency, which actually turned out to be nothing.
It's not anything like that.
Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, in light of her impending ascension to the throne of Equestria, and in anticipation of her many duties and responsibilities forthwith, does hereby intend to make good on her previous offer to you, Starlight Glimmer, of replacing her as Headmare of the School of Friendship.
I want you to take over the school when I move to Canterlot.
I know. It's just so amazing. Do you think I'm really up for it? Of course you do. I've covered for you every time you've had to run off and save Equestria, but, I mean, yes, of course. Thank you!
You're welcome. And I can't think of any pony who'd be better for the job.
I'm a little nervous and excited. I'm mostly just nervous.
I understand. Of course, I'll have a lot of important responsibilities as ruler of Equestria, but I'll always be available to help whenever you need.
Are you supposed to be at a royal etiquette lesson with Celestia and Luna right now?
Right! Can't underestimate the important responsibility of royal napkin placement.
Wow. I mean, no biggie, right, Phyllis? I've totally got this.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends?
You know I'm nothing but proud that you've been officially offered the position of head mare.
Thanks.
But I can't help wondering if it's going to cut into our social schedule.
What do you mean?
Take now, for example. Instead of heading to the delightful lunch I had planned, we're striding with determination toward what I can only assume is Twilight's office.
Obviously, our lunch is super important, but so is taking over the school. And the only pony who's really run the School of Friendship is the Princess of Friendship. And I'm worried about doing it all alone, so I want to get as much advice from Twilight as I can while she's still here.
But Twilight's never really done anything alone. She always has her friends.
But that just gave me an idea. Thanks, Trixie. You can give good advice when you don't mean to.
Thanks. Are we still doing lunch?
Getting royal place settings just right is a lot harder than it looks.
Okay. I know how busy you are, but I wanted to talk to you about running the school because, honestly, I was a bit worried about taking it over all on my own. But I just realized you never did it alone.
Having a friend help out is pretty great.
Exactly. So, what do you think about me hiring a Vice Headmare to help run things?
I trust you to run the school any way you want. And if that means hiring a Vice Headmare, I think it's a great idea.
Really?
Like you said, I've always had ponies around to help. And don't worry, you can always call on me to—
Twilight, Rarity says you were supposed to be at the boutique 5 minutes ago for your second fitting for the coronation gown.
Ugh, how many fittings are there gonna be?
A lot.
Anyway, good luck finding your Vice Headmare. I know you'll pick the right pony for the job.
Wow. I heard the whole thing, and all I can say is, I am humbled.
Why?
I hadn't ever considered it, but hearing you say it out loud made me realize what a great and powerful Vice Headmare I'll be. Plus, we get to work and socialize at the same time.
Well, sure, that would be fun, but I can't just give you the job.
Oh, Oh, no, of course not. I imagine there's a lengthy process to go through before you inevitably hire the best pony for the position. Wink.
Exactly. I'll probably interview several ponies.
Of course, several. Wink.
Why do you keep saying wink?
I'm not saying wink. Wink.
I'm glad you all decided to be part of the search for the School of Friendship's Vice Headmare.
Honestly, if you're looking for some pony to fundraise, I can bring in enough bits to have several buildings named after me.
Well, that's not the primary responsibility of the Vice Headmare, but any pony is welcome to apply. I think the selection process I've come up with is pretty special.
Albeit unnecessary. Wink.
Since you all have to prove you have what it takes to be Vice Headmare, I've designed the interview in 3 stages. Each stage will test a different skill the Vice Headmare needs. Only those who do well will move through the stages until finally the best candidate rises to the top. So, without further ado, it's time for stage 1, substituting for the teachers.
Well. Once the students get a sample of my great and powerful instruction, they might not want to go back to the regular faculty.
Wow, that seam is so straight. You really learned how to sew from mending apple sacks on the farm?
Yep.
Obviously, loyalty is the foundation of friendship and trust. But nothing gets more loyalty than a big stack of bits. This book on business will teach you all how to earn your own. Chapter 1, Equity.
In the pre-Equestria era, year 1322, Abraxius the Bold did a bunch of boring stuff for a really long time. Okay, I know history's important, but I never learned any of it, and look how I turned out.
Okay, Phyllis, obviously those 3 are moving on, but what about the rest? I think we're in agreement on this one. I know what you're gonna say, but it would be so much fun to have my Vice Headmare be a friend. She just needs a little more hoof-holding than some of the others, but it could still work out, right?
Starlight, I've given this a lot of thought, and even though I still believe naps are a valid use of class time, you'll be the one running the school. So if you say no naps, then no naps. And I know I can be a little stubborn and not the best listener, but I just can't wait for us to tackle this job as a team. 2 great and powerful friends taking on the world. And I know you still have to go through all this interview stuff. Wink. But I just had to tell you how excited I am.
See? I told you it could work. Oh. All right, remaining Vice Headmare candidates, welcome to stage 2. All of you are here because you performed well, or well enough, to face your next challenge, parent-teacher conferences. The Vice Headmare will need to be a master communicator, and I can't think of a better test of that than meeting with our students and their parents or guardians.
I eagerly look forward to sharing my love of science with both progeny and progenitors.
Indeed. An orchestra is made up of different parts, and good communication is the key to harmony.
Yup.
A lifetime lifetime on stage has taught me that good communication is essential to holding your audience's attention, which is why Trixie is also known as a great and powerful communicator.
Life at the School of Friendship is like a song, and although she started out singing her part pianissimo, Ocellus is now soloing fortissimo.
That's good, right?
Indeed.
The science curriculum at the school is somewhat lacking, but Yona has taken to the subject like a yak to smashing. If fostered, I believe she could easily blaze a trail and expand our understanding of science itself.
Next best! Next best! Next best!
Gallus is a fantastic student. He's even taught me a thing or two about napping.
Is that why you're putting me to sleep?
Excuse me?
I don't know why I have to come to these things.
Well, most parents or guardians want to be involved in our students' lives. Maybe we should find a different representative from Griffinstone to be Gallus's guardian.
Oh, that'd be great. If you find one, let me know!
I'm so confused. You're saying Silver Stream is exuberant?
Yup.
And enthusiastic?
Yup.
But aren't those the same? And are they good? I mean, you could be trying to tell me she's unfocused, but then you might just be explaining that you appreciate her high energy.
Nope. Yup. Maybe.
There seems to be a lot of nuance here, and I just want to make sure I understand exactly what you're saying. So what are you saying?
Gallus doesn't need to know I'm proud of him, and he certainly doesn't need me trekking all the way to Ponyville.
Good, because you're no longer welcome!
Oh, well, fine with me.
Trixie, what happened?
I'm not sure, but we'll have one less conference to worry about next semester.
I really appreciate your honesty, Big Mac, and you're right. Parents expect a lot of detailed communication when it comes to their kids. And if you aren't comfortable with that, Vice Headmare probably isn't the job for you.
Yeah, nope.
Starlight, I know why you wanted to see me, and you don't have to worry.
Oh, good.
It's thoughtful that you'd want to check in on me after my shocking confrontation with Grandpa Gruff, but never fear, I shall recover.
Trixie, that's not exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. You can't get into a shouting match with parents or guardians. For the final stage of the interview process, you'll each have to put together a field trip. And if you really do want the job, I need yours to be exceptional. Because if I had to pick a Vice Headmare right now, it wouldn't be you.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Obviously, you're not gonna give the job to some pony else, but you want to see my best. Well, message received. Wink.
Trixie,
The great and powerful Trixie is about to pull out all the stops. I hope you're ready for the most exceptional field trip to ever grace this school!
Is it wrong for me to think she might actually pull it off? Oh, don't answer that. Not looking forward to the performance?
I know Octavia loves music, but a field trip to a classical music performance isn't my idea of an exciting time. Okay, I take it back.
When I heard we'd be arranging field trips, I knew right away I wanted to take you all to my lab. I can think of no better trip than one through the quantum field. I am referring to time travel. I've been working on a temporal transportation device.
A chair.
And 3, 4, 5. Congratulations! You are now 5 seconds into the future. You see, we are all already time travelers. Who's next?
Now what?
Oh, I hadn't actually thought that much beyond this.
Ponies and other students, welcome to the greatest and most powerful field trip of your lives!
Where are you and friends going?
I am thrilled you asked, because today we're not doing a normal, old, boring field trip where you go somewhere.
So, not field trip.
Au contraire, I could have easily taken you to Froggy Bottom Bog, but we don't need to leave the comfort of the classroom for our field trip. I can bring the field trip to us!
Trixie, what did you do?
Well, I found the perfect little patch of bog to teleport into the school. I guess I just didn't consider the possibility that a hive of flash bees might have nested there. Who told you bees to nest in my patch of field trip bog?
Trixie, go with the students. I'll handle this.
I was only trying to give them an exceptional field trip experience, which you have to admit I did.
Ah, we'll talk about it later.
Starlight? Hey there. So, they're gone?
Yes.
Nice teamwork, am I right?
Are you kidding? I don't know what team you're on, but it isn't mine. This was a disaster. It was dangerous.
I think the words you're looking for are great and powerful.
It wasn't even acceptable! You went from not taking it seriously to blowing things so out of proportion you put every creature in danger. And I wanted to work with a friend so much, I ignored the fact that you would never be right for the job.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
I'm saying you'll never be Vice Headmare.
But I thought you created the position for me.
Why would you think that? I created the position because I need help. But I can't think of any way that you would ever help me.
Twilight's friends always helped her.
Oh, that's because Twilight's friends are competent. They care about what they're doing, and they know how to do it.
Well, I guess I won't take up any more of your time, Headmare Starlight.
Starlight? I just thought I'd check in to see how the search for a Vice Headmare was going.
A lot better now.
Okay.
I really wanted it to be a friend, so I ended up pushing aside some pretty big signs that it wasn't gonna work out.
Not every pony is right for every job, but every pony has something to contribute. The trick is figuring out what.
What if you and your friend can't figure it out?
If you have a job to do, you have to decide what's best and be upfront and honest, even if that means you can't work with a friend on it.
So, I guess that means talking to them at the beginning, instead of stringing them along until you get so frustrated you totally lose it and say a bunch of really awful things?
Pretty much.
Oh. Trixie? I know you're in there.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm sorry for all those things I said. I just really wanted it to work out, even though I knew it probably wouldn't. I should have said something sooner.
Obviously, we can't have what we want, because I'm terrible at everything and could never help you with anything.
You aren't terrible, and you have a lot of great qualities. Maybe not Vice Headmare qualities, but great and powerful friend qualities. Well, you really stand by the ponies you care about. Gallus even said no creatures ever stuck up for him the way you did with Grandpa Gruff. It would have been nice to run the school together, but not every pony is right for every job.
I know how you take your responsibilities seriously, and maybe I should have known I wasn't exactly a perfect fit.
If it makes you feel any better, no pony was.
What do you mean?
Well, Dr. Hooves has decided to go back to his experiments, and Octavia is worried the responsibilities of Vice Headmare will take too much time away from her music. Maybe getting a Vice Headmare was a bad idea.
Starlight, obviously you'd like some help, and hiring a Vice Headmare is a great idea.
But who could it be?
Well, you need some pony who's responsible like you, and detail-oriented like Twilight, and smart, obviously. It is a school, after all.
It would be nice if I got along with them, since having it be a friend can't work out.
Maybe it can.
And I knew as soon as I read Trixie's scroll that it was the exact right thing for me to do.
But what about being Flurry Heart's crystaller?
Well, honestly, now that Flurry Heart's a little older, there really isn't much for me to do outside of the occasional tradition or festival. And working at a school is what I always thought I'd do. I mean, if you'll have me.
Are you kidding? You're hired!
I had a feeling this would work out.
Oh, Trixie, thank you so much.
Between being insightful when I want to be and giving good advice when I don't mean to, I suppose I can be a pretty good friend.
More than that, actually. You really did give good advice. And you helped me talk through the problem of finding the right pony for the job. And we know you care about the students.
Trixie, the great and powerful advice giver, problem talk thrower, and student care about her. I think I'll go with friend.
Friend is perfect. But there's a position here at the school you might be right for, too. What would you say to being the School of Friendship's new student counselor?
I'd say this office needs a bit of redecorating. Potted plants scream desperation.
Phyllis, no!
Twilight, look at the scroll I just got.
Do you know what this means?
I don't. What's so exciting about a toy crown?
Oh, this is no toy crown. It's the hard-won helm of the Sibling Supreme.
When Shining Armor and I were small, we competed over everything. To keep it friendly, our parents gave us gold stars every time we did something special. Sharing, getting good grades, even telling a really funny joke. And at the end of each week, we'd add up the stars. The sibling with the most would win the crown of the Sibling Supreme and bragging rights. Till next time.
Guess that explains your love of charts and so much else.
I always wanted to be Sibling Supreme one day. Meet me at Celestia's castle to decide who deserves the crown once and for all. Race you there!
Guess I'll watch the school?
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
You're wearing it?
Look, I know you've always held a grudge because I left home with this.
Grudge? Pfft, what grudge? Just because you've had it for way longer than you should have and I never got a chance to win it back.
With the return of Sombra, Princess Luna and I felt it was time to reinforce the castle's defenses.
I said we could do it ourselves, but some ponies are a bit stubborn.
So I asked our old captain of the guard to handle the job.
I've taken the security here to a whole new level. The only thing I need now is some pony to test it.
You want me to break into Celestia's castle?
If you can get past my defenses, steal the crown, and get out, you'll be Sibling Supreme forever.
Forever.
But if you fail, I keep the crown.
Deal. Wait, are you sure this counts? Mom and Dad aren't giving us any stars.
I will represent their authority. And thank you, Twilight. Your help will reveal if there are any holes in our security.
And there aren't. I've designed a multi-tiered, impenetrable, triple-backed-up line of defense. The castle is surrounded by shards of Queen Chrysalis's throne. Thanks to Star Swirl, its anti-magic powers are now tuned to stop any creature from using a spell to get inside. You can't fly in either. Giant fans keep any creature from flying too close to the castle. Plus, the entrances to the tunnels below the castle have been sealed, so there's no underground access. And even if you could get in, which you can't, I've doubled the ranks of security. Ponies protect every hallway and door, which can only be opened with Royal Guard medals. Even if you brought an army, the throne room is the safest spot in Equestria. I rigged a floor trap to activate at the slightest touch. But say you avoid the floor, still no luck, because I've employed nature's alarm system. Geese, you can hear their honks all the way in Ponyville. Plus, they bite.
So that's what we're up against.
Whew, that's a barrel and a half of obstacles, plus a bushel and a peck of impenetrability.
And all of this is to win some fillyhood competition with your brother?
It's more than that. Okay, it's exactly that. And to protect Celestia's castle.
If it means that much to you, Twilight, we're in. I was already in! Come on, who doesn't want to hang with geese?
Of course we'll help. But how? Shining Armor may have come up with some great security, but he'll never guess Twilight's plan.
We play to our strengths and defeat all of the security measures. That way, if one of us fails, the others will still have a shot at getting the crown. Pinkie, you'll distract the guards with a surprise party.
Yes, sir, Twilight, sir!
Applejack, you'll buck your way into the sealed tunnels. Rainbow Dash, if any pony can outfly those wind turbines, it's you. Rarity, you'll sew us guard costumes so we can sneak past security. Then Fluttershy will disable the throne room alarm by charming the geese.
It's from Shining Armor. Dear Twilight, hope your idea isn't just balloons, tunnels. He guessed your whole plan!
What? Pinkie Party Rarity costumes? Signed the future sibling supreme? Oh, come on!
Twilight, darling, no pony knows you better than your own brother.
So you're saying I should give up?
I'm saying your brother will win. No matter how brilliant your plan is, no matter how many variations you try, it will be something your brother expects, and he'll always win. Unless, when the perfect chance comes along, you do something he can't expect. Then you'll win.
You've been practicing that speech, haven't you?
A little bit. It felt like I rushed. Did I rush it?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no. Yeah, it was fast-ish. We have to do the opposite of what Shining Armor expects. Therefore, Twilight cannot mastermind the plan. But I can!
That's definitely unexpected.
How is you making a break-in plan the opposite of Twilight doing it? Because my plan is for each of us to devise our own unexpected part of it. Allow me to demonstrate. We're looking for a pony with information. We got questions, and you're gonna serve us up some answers, Juice Jockey. Where is the secret entrance to the passages under Canterlot Castle?
Shining Armor sealed them all. There's no secret entrance.
There's always a secret entrance! So make like a glass of OJ and spill! I know what I can do! You're gonna need a lookout so I can be your eye in the sky! Too well, silly! Up here!
Oh, Pinkie, that tickles.
What?
How about something a little more down to earth? Like, I distract the guard ponies with a farewell performance by my alter ego, famous country western superstar, Apple Cord.
I didn't know you had an alter ego. And why would she be giving a farewell performance?
Well, it's a long story. Back on the farm, playing music was about making her family smile. Word of her talent spread, and soon Apple Cord was playing real shows. The more she played, the bigger those shows got. But she missed playing for her family. So one day, she gave it all up. Seeing her family smile was all she ever wanted from her music. Of course, Apple Cord could come out of retirement for a farewell concert this one time.
Wait, did you just make all that up, or did that actually happen?
Doesn't matter. It's perfect. Fluttershy, Spike. Well, I guess the opposite of what I'm good at is being in small spaces.
I always wanted to be a super spy. Is that the opposite of anything? Special Agent Fluttershy. Target detected below.
It's almost too easy.
I guess I'm the only one left that still needs a plan.
Oh, no, darling. That is the plan. You shall do nothing.
Shining Armor definitely won't expect that.
Applejack? What are you doing?
Applejack? Who's that? My name's Apple Cord, and I've got a couple of songs to play for you. Clap your hooves if you know 'em. And a 1 and a 2 and a... My love is like a barrel full of hay.
The Wonderbolts did a flyby, and the only way past those giant fans and into the castle ducts is here. But there's no room for mistakes.
Just like space travel. Pinkie, we're not actually going into space, right?
Oh, silly. I'm dropping you two off as soon as we're close to the fans. Then I'm going into space.
You're up to something, Twilight.
Nope, just looking at the flowers.
Right.
Ooh, maybe Rarity's plan will work.
I know that one's a crowd favorite. What say we play it one more time? And a 1 and a 2 and a... A distraction's a distraction.
Where's Spike and Fluttershy? Did they make it into the castle?
They jumped out right before the balloon went... But that's all I could see without being in space, where I didn't get to go.
Let's hope Rarity and Rainbow Dash had better luck.
What's this? Closed?
Huh, the Seedy Juice joint is always closed around this time.
Then how are we meant to shake down ne'er-do-wells for information?
What sort of information do you need?
The location to a secret entrance to the passages under Canterlot Castle?
You mean that one?
Yes, thank you. That will do nicely. Oh, darling, this couldn't be more perfect.
How is this perfect? He's the most annoying pony in Equestria, and he's totally obsessed with me, and we have to come up with a way to distract... Oh, no. Oh, no way.
What? Rainbow! I knew you'd come running when you heard I got this job. The mares love a pony in uniform, am I right?
Not really. Totally. Why don't you step into the light so I can see how handsome you look in it?
I told the Sarge that gold kind of clashes with my aura, but apparently they aren't big on input. Still, I totally managed to rock the look, don't you think?
Yep. You're real guard material.
I'm part of the castle team now, so I'm basically... Whoa, we got a spooner! It's good you're finally being honest with your feelings for me, Rainbows.
Ugh.
The truth is such a gift. Like, I had to follow my bliss to see guarding is my calling. Like, look at me go. I'm gonna walk over here and I go, whoa, over there. And I go, yeah. And sometimes I just stand like this and look real cool. And I go down the hallway and go, ow, 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 ow.
We'll have to glide to the throne. No flapping.
Sister! Another false alarm from Shining Armor's guard geese.
We should have heard by now. Something must have gone wrong.
Probably several somethings.
No lookout, no distraction, and no word from the ponies inside. I'm starting to think this whole operation might be a giant flop.
Oh, no. Gee, Fluttershy, I thought your whole small spaces thing was just part of the plan to be unexpected.
Once I got trapped in the castle of the two sisters, and Angel Bunny and I were separated. Now whenever I'm in a tiny room, it's all I can think about. I was so worried he felt alone and forgotten.
I know what that's like.
What do you mean?
I was always excited to be a part of Twilight's and Shining Armor's rivalry, like I was their little brother. But they never really thought of me that way.
I know they both have a special place in their heart for you. But sibling dynamics are hard, trust me.
Right, Zephyr Breeze.
Honestly, he can learn a lot from you about being a little brother.
I am sick of being lost in these slimy corridors, too. But you shouldn't pull every lever you come across. Half of them are traps.
And the other half might open a secret passage to the castle.
It's not worth the risk. Oh, hello, Spike. Even if we did find our way back to the castle, we'd still have all of those gone. Spike? Fluttershy?
Oh, what are you guys doing down here?
We, kind of fell through the floor.
I don't think our plan is working.
We've both hit dead ends. Perhaps we should return to the outside and reevaluate.
What are you all doing out here?
In retrospect, our plan might have been too unexpected.
Every part of it failed? Oh, now I'll never get the crown.
Maybe we should go back to doing things the Twilight way.
You mean the totally expected way?
It may not be a surprise, but you have a pretty good record for planning things.
Then I guess it's worth a try. Thanks, Spike.
What are little brothers for?
Okay. You all know what to do.
At least one part of our unexpected plan worked unexpectedly.
it was never made specifically clear to me what guarding actually means. So this is on you.
I'm strong, Twilight, but not even I can buck through solid rock.
That's why I brought a specialist.
Next shift, you're on break.
You've been glaring so hard. Who wants a feather massage?
We mapped this out when we got lost down here. The lever to the secret hallway entrance should be here.
I can't believe this worked!
I guess sometimes the best plan is the one you expect.
All I have to do now is fly over and take the crown, and I'll be sibling supreme forever!
Not exactly.
Oh, come on!
Gotta admit, it was unexpected for you to do everything exactly how I thought you would. But you should know by now, there's no way to beat the true Sibling Supreme.
I am sorry, Twilight, but it looks as though Shining Armor has truly won the crown.
That's the thing about looks. They can be deceiving.
Spike?
How in Equestria did you do it?
Come on, you two don't think you have the only sibling rivalry. I had an inside pony help. It wasn't hard to miss there was some disagreement on the whole security thing.
I said we could do it ourselves, but some ponies are a bit more stubborn.
So, while Shining Armor went on and on about all his improved security measures, Luna and I struck a deal. She put Zephyr in charge of the catacombs and helped keep Celestia out of the castle hallways. Once Luna was on board, I just had to do my part. And make sure we stuck to Twilight's plan so we'd all get to the throne room at the same time. I knew Shining Armor would let it play out until the last possible second. Then, while everyone was distracted by its gloating, all Luna had to do was float the crown over to me.
I apologize for not listening to your concerns, sister. It seems we need to make adjustments to account for threats inside the castle as well as out. If you agree?
If you think it's worth discussing.
So, if Twilight and Shining Armor failed, who gets the crown?
The true sibling supreme, Spike.
Huh? The little brother we've always had.
Okay, Spike. You know you might get distracted by the stacks of books and copious charts, so remember what to say. Twilight, I know you're in full prep mode for Trivia Trot tomorrow, but you need to get some sleep. Huh, nice work. You got this. This is weird. Twilight, what are you doing?
Great question, Spike. And the answer is going to bed. Brains need 8 hours of sleep to perform at optimum levels.
Oh, cool. I thought I'd have to force you to go to bed since tomorrow is your chance to be the first pony to win Ponyville Trivia 3 times in a row. That is tomorrow, right?
The answer is yes. Ask me another one.
Another what?
Another question. I want to stay in the zone. That way I can sleep in the zone, wake up in the zone, and be totally in the zone tomorrow.
This is a whole new level of twilighting, isn't it?
The answer is yes!
Are you okay?
The answer is yes!
Well, good night, Twilight. Good luck with your brain sleep and getting that 3rd win.
The answer is good night and yes!
That wasn't a question.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with Tons of fun.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat.
And magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
I'm glad you decided to come watch your first Trivia Trot, Spike. I hope the rules aren't too confusing.
Rules? Isn't trivia just asking questions and answering them?
The trot is a little more involved than that. Let's start with the first category of rules. Categories. Rule 1. Each category must be categorically designated and thoroughly researched in all categorical participating in Trivia Trot. And that wraps up Rule 41.6. Of course, the exception to that, 41.6a, is interesting itself because...
Oh, look, we're here!
Ooh, I can't wait to see who my partner's gonna be!
You don't get to pick your own team?
Rule 20.16b, Spike. To keep things fair, the teams are randomly selected.
20.16b. How could I forget?
And based on the regular attendees, I've charted every potential teammate's strengths and weaknesses, plus my percentage of winning with each one.
Ha! I knew there'd be a chart. Glad I'm just watching. I don't think I could handle being your teammate. What if I let you down?
You could never let me down, Spike, but I'm glad you're watching, too. I'm gonna need all the support I can get for win number 3.
Well, well, well. If it ain't our reigning champ, think you can win again this week, Twilight?
Every pony here has a different area of expertise, so it really is any pony's game. But yes! Then you better hope you get paired with me, because I am gonna rule this game!
We'll just see about that. I didn't come all the way from the Crystal Empire to lose. And I hope you realize I have the highest percentage of correct answers, and I aim to keep it that way.
I hope you realize not every category is gonna be spells so old not even Stars World the Bearded remembers them.
I hope there's one on fur maintenance for adorable creatures, because I've been brushing up.
Technically, that was a category last week.
It won't be in the game tonight.
Rule 37.2c, no back-to-back categories, but I think Fluttershy was joking. Sure sounded like a joke to me! Pinkie Pie, present!
What's wrong, Twilight?
I hadn't anticipated Pinkie Pie as a potential player. She's never played before. My chart is completely off. I have no way to predict what'll happen, and unpredictable is not good for Trivia Trot 3-peat.
Do I have to do that thing where I list all your successes as Princess of Friendship to put things into perspective and remind you this is just a game?
Spike! This has nothing to do with being the Princess of Friendship, and this is not just a game. This is Trivia Trot!
Okay, settle down, every pony. I'm fixing to pick these hair teams.
Yeah! It's starting! I have to reevaluate my chart. Spike, I need you to find the part on matchups. Can you look outside?
What'd I miss?
Granny's about to call out the 5th team. Sunburst gave me the highest chance of winning, but he's been paired with Cranky Doodle. At least Rainbow Dash and Applejack aren't together. Team Apple Dash is basically unstoppable. And apart, they'll spend all their energy trying to one-up each other, so that only helps my chances.
Let's do this! Yeah!
Not every team is a threat, but there aren't many ponies left.
All righty, hold on to your horseshoes, because the next pair of players is Maud and Mudbriar!
What's wrong?
Maud and Mudbriar have been paired together every week. It's a statistical improbability, which would be fine if they weren't so good. Oh no! According to my calculations, the only pony who could really threaten my winning streak is...
And our final pair of contestants for this week's Trivia Trot is Twilight and Pinkie Pie!
Twilight! It's you and me! Isn't that great?
So, I'm guessing the one pony who could mess up your winning streak is Pinkie.
Twilight! I can't believe we're partners for a game! I love games! And I'm super duper excited for this game because it'll be my first time ever playing and I get to play it with you, which makes it even funner! Twilight and Pinkie Pie forever! Ooh, we can be Team Twinkie! Or Team Pink like Sparkle Pie! No! Twi Pie!
Pinkie, I'm glad you're excited. But tonight's game is special. I could be the first pony ever to win 3 consecutive trots in a row. And I'm really hoping I do.
You don't have anything to worry about. I'll do everything I can to be the bestest and most funnest teammate ever.
So, still think you can win?
I know I can. Pinkie might not be the partner I expected, but I can coach her along. And besides, I'm pretty good at this game. If she misses a few, I'm sure I can pick up the slack.
Let's get this party started! Now, the first order of business is we need some pony to keep score.
I'll do it!
I'm not sure you want to take that job, Spike. The scorekeeping can get a mite intense.
Yeah, Starlight used to do it, but now, well, I can't even say the word trivia around her.
Apple Mash, don't let them scare you. You'll be fine. Now, let the games begin!
Get ready to get squashed! Hey, don't copy me!
The first category is literary figures.
Ooh, a category about books. We're off to a great start.
Who is the pony that despises the holiday season in the old classic, A Hearthwarming Tale?
The answer is no pony, because every pony ends up loving the holiday with singing, festive cakes, and thoughtful presents.
Well, as much as that ain't exactly wrong, it ain't exactly right neither.
Just doing my job, Twilight.
Sorry, I didn't know we could have negative points.
It's fine, Pinkie, but maybe it'll help our chances if I coach you as we go. Tip 1, try sitting still.
Can do, Coach Twilight.
And don't get distracted or be distracting. Oh, and remember to listen carefully. Also, it's best to keep quiet between questions.
Got it. Sitting still, sitting still, sitting
Which
still.
topographical locale used to be a cavern, but after thousands of years of erosion is now a gorge?
Pinkie, what?
The answer is the Ghastly Gorge.
That is 100% correct! The next category is apples.
Rigged!
I didn't hear you complain when the category was Wonderbolt history.
But that's totally different.
Okay, Pinkie, remember the category is apples. Keep your mind on apples.
Apples, 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 apples. Ooh, and oranges, and grapes, and strawberries. Strawberry cupcakes! I'm hungry.
Which variety of apple only blooms for 5 days?
Don't choke. Now, why would I choke on a question about apples? What was the question again?
You kidding me?
Come on, Pinkie, you know this one. Mysterious apples, only around for 5 days.
Quiet down there. Pretty sure there's a rule against tummies ringing in. I'm just guessing, but is it Zap apples?
Finally! Yes, Fluttershy, it is. Or at least some pony here knows their apples.
Yeah!
1 minute left in the refreshment/bathroom break.
think I can coach Pinkie well enough for us to get my three-peat. I don't want her to feel bad. She's trying so hard, but I might have to start answering everything myself. Look, Twilight! No more belly growl interruptions for Team Twi-Pie!
Maybe instead of focusing on Pinkie, you should just focus on how you're playing.
Or I should look at how every pony else is playing.
Hope you're all in your seats, cause the break is over, and it is time for more questions. Let me see. How do you say reward in Old Ponyish?
Reward in Old Ponish is hit.
Correct! Sleeping!
Sunburst's partner is sleeping, and according to Rule 57.6, sleeping at the table is subject to a disqualification.
Well, looky here. That's an actual rule. Cranky is disqualified. I'm sorry, Sunburst. Without your teammate, you can't play neither.
Oh, fine. But I'm counting that as a correct answer. Stay awake for 5 minutes.
Don't worry, Pinkie. We're not out of this game yet.
Is the answer carrot?
Rule 13.2. No help from pets. Rule 72.8. No sticking tongues out at opponents. Motion to establish new rule. No expressionless contestants.
Nice try.
Fine.
The next category is cupcakes.
Twilight! I know all about those! You have to let me help! Sure! Just when we're finally back in the game. Why, that sounds perfect, Pinkie, but... Ooh, isn't that a confetti appreciation parade I see? Where?
What flavor cupcakes did Princess Celestia order for Princess Luna's surprise birthday party last year?
Wait, what? Double midnight chocolate fudge with chili pepper frosting.
Correct!
Hey, I knew that. I made those cupcakes. Sorry, Pinkie, but you were looking at the parade and I didn't want our team to miss out on the point. Guess that makes sense, but which way did that confetti parade go anyway? 1547 Pony PE. Van Hoover! Kitty Pops! Bananas!
The category is sticks and stones.
I don't know anything about those. That's not any kind of category.
Technically, it's a kind of category where we know the answers and you don't.
Don't worry, fellow Twi-Pie. I grew up on a rock farm. I'm sure I know some of these.
What kind of stone can be used to start a fire?
The black one!
The answer is flint.
Yeah, that one! We both get points, right?
Sorry, Pinkie. Rule 4. Answers must be specific and exact. I'd help you if I could. I know this category pretty well.
Gee, Pinkie, I forgot the name of that famous rock in Griffinstone. Could you ask Maud? You got it! Hey, Maud! What's the name of the famous rock in Griffinstone?
Pinkie, you can't ask me that.
Sure I can. I just did.
What? You can't go and ask another player about rocks when that's the category. It's in the rule book somewhere. Sorry, Pinkie, but you're disqualified.
What? I can't believe I'm disqualified. I'm sorry, Pinkie. I guess I forgot about that rule. Oh, no! If I'm out, you don't have a really, since there's another player who has also had his teammate disqualified.
Rule 19.7b, whereby players whose teammates were disqualified may form a new team.
Oh, okay. I'll just cheer you on from over there.
The next category is Ancient Legends.
Oh, we're gonna crush this round.
I don't know, Twilight. You seem out of the zone today. But don't worry, I can pick up the slack.
What? I am the reigning trot champ. If there's any slack that needs picking, I'll be the up. I mean, wait.
I'm just saying, you seem a little frazzled, and I do have a correct answer percentage to maintain.
Who traveled to Equestria from a distant land, seeking to steal the magic from its pony inhabitants?
That would be Lord Tirek.
Technically, that answer is incomplete. The answer is Lord Tirek and Scorpion.
But Scorpion tried to convince Tirek not to do it, so technically he wasn't part of it, even if it started out... never mind. Look, Sunburst, I realize I may have been a little off earlier, but I'm really good at this game.
How many holes are there in Daring Do's hat? 20! Correct!
Twilight, I knew that one! You just cost us a point, and the correct answer I needed to boost my percentage!
Well, I knew it too. You're not the only pony to ever read a book, you know.
You're right, Twilight. I'm sorry, but now that I think about it, I'm not so sure about Dash's answer. Could you do a quick fact check?
Oh, I know it's 20, but if you want proof... Wait, according to Rule 18.3, I can't check outside reference material. Are you trying to get me disqualified? What kind of pony would do that to their own teammate?
You're right, Twilight. I don't know what got into me. I was so focused on my correct answers, I wasn't thinking straight. Can you forgive me?
It's okay, Sunburst. I understand. And I have a teammate of my own to apologize to. Lucky for you, Cranky's awake. And according to Rule 57.6b...
Players previously disqualified for sleeping may rejoin the game, provided they're well rested.
Where am I? What time is it? Where are my morning hay cakes?
Pinkie, you were the best teammate I could ask for. But I let wanting to win keep me from seeing that.
I knew you wanted to win, but I probably could have helped a little. And even if I couldn't.
We still could have had fun. I'm so sorry for not realizing it. I got so obsessed with one thing, I forgot what really mattered.
No, that doesn't sound like you at all.
Well, win or lose, nothing is more important than my friend. Or my team. Twi-Pie forever?
I don't know.
I understand. I guess even the Princess of Friendship can mess things up with her friends.
Oh, it's not that. It's just that I already changed it to Team Twiburst, and now I guess I should change it to Sundoodle?
Actually, I have a better idea. According to Rule 13.2, players can join the game at any time, provided they start from 0.
Wow, these rules are really convoluted. But doesn't starting from 0 mean we'll lose?
Well, our chances aren't good, but the odds of having fun on Team Twi-Pie are 100%.
What is the name of the Ponyville Day Spa's most popular candle?
Competitive Library Musk.
No.